Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I'm taking a verse from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 9, text number 14. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dhridavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Purport. The Mahatma cannot be manufactured by rubber stamping an ordinary man. His symptoms are described here. A Mahatma is always engaged in chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. He has no other business. He is always engaged in the glorification of the Lord. In other words, he is not an impersonalist. When the question of glorification is there, one has to glorify the Supreme Lord, praising his holy name, his eternal form, his transcendental qualities, and his uncommon pastimes. One has to glorify all these things. Therefore, a Mahatma is attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who is attached to the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord, the Brahma Jyotir, is not described as Mahatma in the Bhagavad Gita. He is described in a different way in the next verse. The Mahatma is always engaged in different activities of devotional service as described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing and chanting about Vishnu, not a demigod or human being. That is devotion. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu and Smaranam, remembering him. Such a Mahatma has firm determination to achieve at the ultimate end the association of the Supreme Lord in any one of the 5 transcendental rasas. To achieve that success, he engages all activities, mental, bodily, and vocal, everything in the service of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That is called full Krishna consciousness. In devotional service, there are certain activities which are called determined, such as fasting on certain days, like the 11th day of the moon, Ekadashi, and on the appearance day of the Lord. All these rules and regulations are offered by the great acharyas for those who are actually interested in getting admission into the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the transcendental world. The Mahatmas, great souls, strictly observe all these rules and regulations, and therefore they are sure to achieve the desired result. As described in the 2nd verse of this chapter, not only in this devotional service easy, but it can be performed in a happy mood. Let us all laugh. Happy mood. One does not need to undergo any severe penance and austerity. He can live this life in devotional service guided by an expert spiritual master and in any position, either as a householder or a sannyasi or a brahmachari, in any position and anywhere in the world, he can perform this devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become actually Mahatma, a great soul. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Ulmanitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This is a very beautiful verse spoken by Lord Krishna to his disciple Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And the purport by Srila Prabhupada gives us such in-depth meaning to this particular verse. Always chanting, and also not only chanting but with great determination, worshipping the Supreme Lord, bowing down to Him. And Krishna says such a great soul, of course, is very rare. Now one may say, always chanting, don't I have anything else to do in the world? Can I just give up family? Many may be happy to give up family, especially the spouse, and just go to the forest or the mountains or whatever. No, Krishna didn't suggest that. He's saying always chanting means changing our state of consciousness. When we chant the holy names of the Lord, especially in the mornings, then throughout the whole day, the chanting is running in our mind. Have you experienced that? Yes, those of us who chant early in the morning, we can experience that the mind becomes very happy and peaceful. Now he's talking about the symptoms of a Mahatma. Mahatma means great soul. One of the qualities of a great soul is, now the question is, why is Krishna talking about a great soul? We may think, I'm already great, right? How many of us think we are great? We all do, right? I'm the best, I'm the best. So Krishna is giving us this knowledge so that we can develop those qualities and become a great soul, a Mahatma. And what will be the end result? We will be able to enter into the spiritual world where there is no birth, no disease, no old age, no death. Permanent happiness, complete satisfaction. So Prabhupada mentions that a great soul is not a rubber stamp. Say tomorrow I wear saffron clothes and I have a big tilak and I have a big beads around my neck. Will I be called a Mahatma? I thought you were my friend. I thought you would say, yes, this is a Mahatma. No, it's not a rubber stamp. We have to develop those qualities. For instance, Krishna is saying he's always chanting, always wanting to serve the Supreme Lord, always wanting to give this knowledge to as many as possible. And not only that, in all these endeavors, he is always equipoised. How many of us become very happy when we are successful? Or do we cry? We are happy because we are successful. How many of us cry when we fail? That is natural. But a Mahatma is equal in all circumstances. It does not matter at all whether there is happiness or distress, heat or cold, success or failure, pain or no pain. This is the quality of a Mahatma. He is peaceful in all circumstances. Now, Srila Prabhupada says a Mahatma does not become a Mahatma just like that. Has to have guidance from a bona fide spiritual master. Now, I would like to let you all know that I have opened a school in my backyard. Can those kids come to my school, please? You're being kind, but I'm not I'm not in any way connected with the Board of Education. Would you still send them? Now there is a hesitation. It has to be bona fide. I have to be bona fide. My school has to be bona fide. Only then there's going to be bona fide result. So to become a Mahatma, we definitely need guidance from a bona fide spiritual master. Because unless we have guidance from a spiritual teacher, we will not be able to achieve the ultimate end. Now, one of the strong words in this particular verse is determination. And without determination, I don't think we can do anything in this world. Right? Supposing my son, I tell my son, I want to start a business. He said, okay, here mom, here's some money for you to start the business. And I start. There is enthusiasm. And then I'm not interested. I don't go to the office. I don't have any knowledge. I'm not looking at what the employees are doing, whether there is profit or loss, because there is no determination. What is going to happen? I'll earn $1 million? No. All that money will be wasted. Even in spirituality, we have to have that determination. If we have goal in mind, okay, I want to end the cycle of birth and death. I want to go back to the spiritual world. Then there has to be determination. And Krishna doesn't say determination. What is the word he uses before determination? Great. He says great determination. The summary of the Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam, and in that there is a pastime of a very great devotee, Dhruva Maharaj. He was only 5 years old. 5. How old are you? 8. 12. 8. Don't ask me my age. I'm just asking the children. What's your age? 9. You? 7. When you were 5 years old and you were asked, go to the forest and search for God, how many of you would go? At the age of 5, what is it that you want the most? Be honest. What do you want the most? Legos? Legos were our time. We used to play with Legos. What would you want? Yes or no? Yes, we want the phone, right? Because with great determination, we try to get the phone in our hands, and the parents with great determination do not want to give it to you. Yes or no? What do we want the phone for? What do you do on the phone? Play video games. I have heard they watch TikTok, YouTube. Yes? Instagram. Yes. You see all the children, especially when you see, when I walk and I watch, especially in the mall and all, little children, they are like this. The screen is just going up, 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 because it is very interesting. 5-year-old Dhruva Maharaj, he was insulted by his stepmother. And he went to his mother and said, I want to find God because I want to become more rich than my son, my father, or my grandfather, or my great-grandfather. And the mother said, for that you have to go to the forest to find God. And what did he do? He went there and he performed austerities. He performed austerities. 5 years old. How difficult is it to wake up in the morning to go to school? Right? The mother has to pull the blanket out, right? Hold your legs and pull you out of the bed, right? This 5-year-old, what did he do? The austerities he performed. Every 3 days, not every day, every 3 days, for 1 month, he ate only fruits and berries in the forest. We like to eat more than 3 times a day, right? This is once in 3 days. And the second month, what did he do? He only ate dry grass and leaves every 6 days. Guess what? I just came to know. Prasadam today after class is dry leaves and... Of course, most of you are waiting when the class will be over so we can do paid puja, you can go and eat. You're saying yes? Okay. Which means lecture is over. Any questions? Any questions or comments? every 6 days dry leaves. And then every 9 days he would drink water. And every 12 days he would breathe air. That is austerity. And in 6 months, he had darshan of the Supreme Lord. Krishna came right in front of him. But we are so fortunate, we are in Kali Yuga, in this age where we don't need to perform these austerities. All we need to do is chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Is it that difficult? No. And Krishna, of course, is telling us in the Bhagavad Gita, always chanting. But Srila Prabhupada said, at least chant 2 hours every day in the mornings. The prescribed. Like when we fall sick, doctor gives a prescription. So the Lord has given us prescription that in this age, chanting is the only way. In fact, this verse also is also talking about always chanting. Now the questions arise. Why should we chant? Where should we chant? What should we chant? How should we chant? And what is the result of chanting? Have you heard about WIIFM? What's in it for me? Don't we think of that? Let me make friends. Let me think, what's in it for me? What benefit am I going to get? That is our mentality. So here, Krishna, when he came 500 years ago, he gave us the results of chanting. He said, when we will chant these holy names, the sound vibrations that will go from our ears into our hearts, the hearts will become purified, and then there will be, mind will release positive energy. How many of us like to be near negative people? Anybody? No. We want positivity. We want positive people who are, helping us to become positive. So, Srila Prabhupada says that when we chant, the result is that we become stress-free. Anyone here is stress-free? Please raise your hand. I knew no hands would go up, including me. This place, material world, is a place of stress and anxiety. What is mantra? Man means mind, tra means to become free of anxiety. That is mantra. And Maha Mantra, which is given to us by the Lord Himself, is the greatest of all the sound vibrations that we can find in the scriptures. So if we want to reduce stress, if we want to get rid of anxiety, the Lord is giving this knowledge to Arjuna, always chanting my glories. The scientists say there are roughly about 30,000 thoughts in the mind every day. I was like, wow, 30,000. Like, the thoughts keep coming and going. Oh, I'm in India. Now I'm here. Now I'm that. Now I want to. Now. Just now is going on. And out of these thousands of thoughts, maybe one thought is there that want us to progress spiritually. And Prabhupada says that thought gets hidden because there's so much noise in the mind, right? Do this, do that. I'm sure right now you all are sitting here looking at me, but thinking, I don't want to know what you are thinking. The mind is already out of this room. Yes? Please say no. Thank you. So, if we want to become happy and peaceful, the scriptures are clearly telling us that we need to somehow or the other nourish that one thought that we may get every day to chant the holy names of the Lord. Now we eat every day to nourish the body. What about the soul? So the food for the soul is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. When we chant, I remember one time when I was hearing a lecture, this person was saying that the difference between material sound and spiritual sound. Let us assume that we chant one mantra right now. Let's see for how long can we chant. Maha Mantra we have all tried, right? We can chant all the time, anytime, anywhere. Let's chant this material sound. I'm sure children will love it. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. Please chant. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. For how long can we chant? 1 minute? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? And then what? There is no taste. But when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, there is purification of the heart, and then there is more desire, there is more determination to chant more and more and more. Unfortunately, most people in this world, they follow the crowd. Have you noticed that? Follow the crowd. It doesn't matter where they are going. If there are a lot of people somewhere, it must be good, right? Let us do an experiment right now. May I humbly request you to follow what I do? Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, take your finger and touch your nose. Now take your finger and touch your ear. Now take your finger and touch your chin. Is this the chin? That's the cheek. But you just followed. You just saw me do that and you did that. That is called following the crowd. There was one who touched the chin. I don't remember who it was. There was one person. When I said touch your chin, they touched the chin actually, did not follow the crowd. So that is why we have to be very, very careful that we take bona fide knowledge from bona fide source and follow it as it is under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual teacher. We all want to be happy, but we don't know how. Some of you may be happy already because you found the formula for it. There was an ambitious king, and a great sage visited him one day. So when a great sage or a pure devotee, a senior devotee, advanced devotee, or saintly person comes, what do? We inquire, we ask questions, right? So the ambitious king asked the sage, please tell me the definition of happiness in one word. Now what do you think, according to you, is that one word that defines happiness? Please don't say iPhone. Content, yes. Huh? Blissful, yes. Yes. Bananas, okay, that's happiness. Fulfillment. That is bliss, like happiness is okay, Anand. What else? Freedom. Peaceful. Love. Desireless. Feel good, yes. The sage told the ambitious king, definition of happiness is butterfly. Can you even imagine? Butterfly. And the sage went away. Now the king was really confused. What does it mean? A butterfly? Many months passed and he thought and thought about this, but he could not figure out what does it mean. Then one day he was sitting in his garden in the palace, and all of a sudden he saw a butterfly, and he remembered the sage. And he said, oh, when you see a butterfly, what do you want to do? Catch it, right? We've all tried that, especially when I was little, not now. Now I don't run after butterflies. That would be crazy, right? Saying Gita Mataji running after butterflies and trying to, no. Children try to. So the king was interested and tried to chase the butterfly. Every time he would go near the butterfly, it would fly away. He tried and tried and tried to find the answer to the sage's definition. And he got so tired, he was sweating and he was exhausted, and he sat down on the bench in the garden. After a while, the butterfly came and sat on his shoulder. What do you learn from this? If you run and run and run after happiness, you cannot catch it. But when you are calm and composed and in good state of consciousness, if happiness has to come, it will come. Right? Say I'm traveling in a train or a bus, and the bus is going at a certain speed. If I run in the bus, will I reach faster? That would be dumb, right? It doesn't make any sense. So why keep running in this human form of life when we know we will get what we deserve based on our past karma? Every action has a reaction. So whatever karma we have earned in our past, that is what we are going to get now. So Krishna is explaining to Arjuna, do not run after happiness. Change the state of consciousness. Mind is a very powerful tool. Krishna tells Arjuna, you can make your mind your best friend or your worst enemy. But at the same time, he has given us the formula to be completely happy and peaceful, which is to chant the holy names of the Lord. Why should we chant? So that we can connect with Him. This Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, is actually the telephone number of Krishna. That when we dial, which means when we chant in the mornings, we are connecting with Him. And when we connect with the Supreme Lord, automatically there's going to be happiness and satisfaction. Now, where should we chant? Anywhere. Krishna says, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can chant anywhere. What should we chant? Exactly, we should chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Now the big question is, how should we chant? Hare Krishna 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 Nam 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 Nam. Or Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram. No. It has to be yes. That is how we should chant. It has to be loud enough so that we can hear. When Srila Prabhupada was asked, what should we do when we are chanting? Who should we think of? Who should we see? He said, no, only hear what you are chanting. It has to be loud enough. You know, chanting is also called japa, right? Japa, when we chant on our own, on our beads in the mornings, it is called japa. But unfortunately, many devotees, they do different kinds of japa. Did you know there are different kinds of japa? One is sleep japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. That is called sleep japa. Another is phone japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Another is gossip japa. Women know that very well. We are expert in gossiping. Another is phone japa. One is TV japa. Huh? Car japa, drive japa. Yes. Social media japa. There is something called Facebook japa. Did you know that? Yes. Looks like your parents have not given you the phone, which is really good. But these are not japas, these are not chanting. The real japa is that we do not do anything else while chanting. It has to be only chanting, because if we do something else along with chanting, then it is a big offense. Because we are neither concentrating on the chanting that we are doing, nor are we concentrating on what else we are doing. It's an offense. And when we chant with offense, then we don't get the benefit. So, Srila Prabhupada is telling us in the purport that we have to use our mind very carefully. It's a very powerful tool because the mind gets distracted so easily. I was returning from India, and at the airport, I saw a billboard. And it said, see it, like it, want it, go get it. Isn't that how our mind works? We see something, we like it. Children, how many times you go to the store, toy store, see it, and you want it. And then you force your parents, go get it. We all have had experience. That is with us also as adults. We get distracted. So it's very, very important that we make sure that we use this mind very, very careful and not let it go in the wrong direction. Now the last part is, what is the benefit of chanting? By the way, I was told that I need to speak till 6:30. Is that okay? Only one yes. Everyone else is, hey, finish it soon. It's, there are rats in the stomach, we need to eat. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll stop in 10 minutes. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, in 10 minutes. So, what is the benefit of chanting? Srila Prabhupada explains that when we chant, those powerful sound vibrations, they help to purify our mind, our intelligence, our senses. And that purification helps us to understand what is the goal of human form of life. What are we supposed to do? Say I pick up the car keys and I tell my husband I am going. What will be his question? Where? And my answer is, I don't know. And then I just sit in the car and I just drive. Whichever street I like, I just turn. And then I go here and I go there randomly. Would you call me foolish or clever? Be honest. Foolish, right? So this human form of life, we cannot live randomly. There has to be a goal. If I take my car keys, I need to know where am I going. And then the GPS will help me reach my destination. And Bhagavad Gita is the GPS. Guru, Parampara, Shastra. GPS. That helps us to reach our destination. So the benefit of chanting is that we can change our consciousness, we can achieve to that sublime state of consciousness which makes us happy all the time. In this Kali Yuga, Kaler doshe nidhe rajan asti hi ek mahan guna. In this Kali Yuga, which is an ocean of faults, there is only one good thing, and that is just by chanting Hare Krishna, we can go back to the spiritual world. How many of you want to go back? So what do we need to do if you want to go back? Chant. What? Coca-Cola. Oh no, not Coca-Cola. No. We chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas, they have given us such a simple process. And they are all bona fide acharyas. Srila Prabhupada, the founder acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, his guru, whose disappearance day is tomorrow, right? Fasting till noon tomorrow. Meditating on his instructions. Meditating on all the knowledge that he has been given. He gave to Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada gave it to us. A very, very good opportunity for us to fast and meditate on his instructions tomorrow. Fast only till noon. And chant more and more and more. Srila Prabhupada has given us a magical formula to be permanently happy. And he has stressed the importance of chanting, because 99% of our spiritual progress depends on chanting the holy names of the Lord. How many of you are chanting wrong question. How many of you are not chanting every day? Please raise your hands. Thank you for your honesty. How many of you who have raised, I know there are more who are not chanting, but they have not raised their hands. But those of you who raised your hands, how many of you are agreeing to start chanting from tomorrow? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. 5, 6, 7. Thank you. So, in front of all the devotees and the Lord, you have raised your hand. So you will be chanting from tomorrow. Yes? Clear? Very good. So Srila Prabhupada has given us this magical formula. In fact, one time when Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, I still have 5 minutes, Prabhu, right? Yes, okay. A magician had gone to see Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan many, many years ago. And the disciples said, what is Srila Prabhupada going to do with a magician? They said, no need to see Prabhupada. But he insisted. And Srila Prabhupada said, okay, bring him in. So the magician came in. I know his name, but right now I've forgotten. Yes, Sarkar. Yes. And so the magician told Prabhupada, do you have a coin? He said, yes. So Prabhupada took out a coin and gave it to him. And he did some shh, shh. The coin was gone. Prabhupada said, where's my coin? I want it back. He said, no, it's gone. So Prabhupada asked the magician, can you make anything else disappear? He said, no, only just these things. Prabhupada said, I can help you disappear birth, disease, old age, and death. Who's a better magician? Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So he's given us a magical formula. Just chant and be happy and go back to the spiritual world. And the golden rule is smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavya na jatuchit. Always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. So chanting is very, very, very important. So it's my humble request to all of you. Please chant if you're not. If you're chanting, less than 16 rounds, please chant 16 rounds. If you're already chanting 16 rounds, what do you need to do? Chant attentively. You can do 20 rounds if you like, but chant attentively. Because when we chant attentively, we get Krishna's mercy. Okay? Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. That's the verse for today. So I'm going to end now. If anyone has any question or comments, we have 5 minutes. Yes. So for that, if we really want to chant attentively, then we need to have a plan. The previous night, the plan that, okay, I'm going to sleep at this time, I'm going to wake up at this time, and no matter what, this is my one-on-one time with Krishna, and doesn't matter what else is going on, I will chant. So we have to give that priority. Say my son is unwell, I will drop everything else that I'm doing, because son is priority. So if I have to take him to the hospital, ER, or whatever needs to be done, I will do. Why? Because he's my priority. So we make Krishna our priority. I'll give you an example. There is a glass bowl. And in that glass bowl, we are asked to put a big rock, stones, pebbles, and sand. What should go inside to make sure everything, what should go in first to make sure everything goes inside that jar? The rock first. Yes. The pebbles and all, they will adjust. They will go. Sand, the last, because it will anyway, right, be able to find its place. So all the other things that are going on in our lives will find their place. The rock is Krishna. Chanting is that rock. So we should give it a priority. Okay? Is that all? Yes. Yes, practical tips, what I have noticed is, first of all, early in the morning, which means go to bed early, right? And find a personal space in the house, maybe in the temple room in one corner or wherever, and make sure that there are no distractions like the family saying, give me breakfast or this or that. Wake up before everyone else wakes up, before the whole rigmarole starts. And also pray to Krishna at night. Please help me tomorrow morning so I can chant properly. In the morning, pray to Krishna, please help me to chant attentively. So we have to find a space, you know. It shouldn't be that, okay, I am starting to chant when I'm hungry. Then there'll be no attention, right? Mind will